My name is Bryan Doerries, and I'm the director and translator of the reading of Sophocles Philoctetes you're about to watch. The reading was recorded on Saturday, December 8th at the Philoctetes Center, which is a foundation on the Upper East Side. No relation to the project, but a lovely place nonetheless to have performed it. The project originated about 3 years ago and has had about 5 readings in that time. At various theaters and hospitals now around New York City. The idea to take this ancient Greek play into a medical setting came after a reading that happened in October of 2006 at a political theater festival in downtown Manhattan. A doctor approached me and said, you know, I think this play would really speak to medical students and to doctors about issues like pain management and self-reporting of pain and doctor-patient relations and hospital ethics, especially for young physicians. And well, I followed his lead and submitted the play to a number of directors of medical humanities programs in New York City, and that led us to Cornell Weill College of Medicine, where we first performed it for medical students, doctors, and psychiatrists. That reading was a total success. In fact, the actors, as well as I, we all learned a great deal about the play through the lens of the medical community. And so that's led to subsequent readings, including the one you're about to witness, that engage this 2,400-year-old play as a departure, a point of departure for a conversation about issues that have and haven't changed regarding medical treatment and the psychology of chronic illness over the last 2,400 years. I will just give you a couple minutes of background about the play. The play was first performed in 409 BC. It was Sophocles' second to last. He wrote it when he was 87 years old. And like a number of plays that occur at the end of his career, deals with the theme of isolation and estrangement and alienation from humanity, something that elderly people certainly know a lot about, and there's no question Sophocles did too.
Here we are, Neoptolomus. The Isle of Lemnos, a no-man's land surrounded by the sea. It was here that I stranded the Malian, exposed him like an unwanted baby, pus draining from the sacred snake gnawing at his foot, just following orders. I can still hear the howling, the gnashing of his teeth that kept us from pouring the libations, the screams that pierced the stillness before the sacrifice. Now is not the time to talk. We must catch him before he catches us. Be a good boy. Go find a cave with 2 mouths, where in winter the sun shines at both ends, and during summer a cool breeze carries sleep. You might find a stream running downhill, if it's still there. Do this quietly. Report to me quickly. I want to know whether his home is the same as I left it, or some other place. Then I will tell you the rest of the story.
That won't take long, Lord Odysseus. I can see the cave. It looks just like you said it would.
Up there or down over here? I can't see it well from where I'm standing.
Over here. No sound of footstep. I hear nothing.
Be careful. He might be asleep.
There's a hovel. It's empty. No man inside.
Look for signs of life.
A bed of matted leaves fit for a camper.
What else?
A makeshift cup, whittled from wood, a circle of stones for a fire.
A poor man's treasure. It must be his.
There's something else. Rags caked with carrion, drying discharge from an open sore.
Clearly we found it. The place where he lives. He must be close. How far could a man walk on foot that is sick from the fury? He's hunting for food or searching for herbs to extinguish the fire of his ancient affliction. Send your man as a lookout to keep him from ambushing me. It's me he wants the most, more than anyone else.
Consider it done. Is there anything else? Just say the word.
Prove your nobility, son of Achilles. Not only your body's nobility. Whatever strange things are said here today, always remember, you came with me.
Sir, yes, sir. What are your orders?
Pull the wool over his eyes. Seduce him with your words. When he asks who you are, say, I am the son of Achilles. That much is true. No need to hide it. Then, you should say you're sailing for home, deserting the army that begged you to come in the first place, their only hope of taking Troy. But when you arrived and asked for the arms of Achilles, they said you weren't worthy of such a birthright and dressed Odysseus in your father's suit. Ad-lib insults, the more the better. Pull no punches. I'll be fine. Worry about the Greeks instead, for if we fail to steal the bow, you will never triumph over Troy. Only you can do this, not I, nor anyone else. Too young to swear the oath to Helen's father, you shipped out to sea alone, owing nothing to no one. I cannot say the same. If he should see me through the sight of his bow, I'm already dead, and you will be next. A thief of invincible weapons must be clever. I know it's not your nature, son, to manipulate and scheme, but the taste of victory will cut the bitterness of shame, and a few hours in exchange for a lifetime.
Son of Laertes, it hurts to hear of things I hate to do. It's just not in me to lie, not in my blood, not in my father's blood. The man only has one good foot. Surely we can take him together. They sent me to help you, sir, but I would rather die honestly than win deceitfully.
Your father was noble, son. When I was your age, I said all kinds of things, but always backed my words with fists. That was long ago. Now, I know the strongest muscle is the tongue.
Are you still asking me to lie?
I'm ordering you to catch Philoctetes in a trap.
Why should I trap him if I can persuade
He
him?
won't be persuaded or forced to do
What's
anything.
so special about his strength?
It's the arrows. They never miss.
Then how do I get near him?
I already told you, a trap.
But aren't you ashamed of lying?
Not if the lie is our only salvation.
How will I keep a straight face saying these terrible things?
Remember what you stand
But
to
what
gain.
do I gain if he comes to Troy?
The bow will bring the city to its knees.
Am I the one who will do this?
Without you and the bow, Troy will never fall.
In that case, it might be worth it.
Sure it is. You'd walk away with 2 prizes.
Which ones if I knew I might act?
People would say you're clever and brave.
Let the river run its course. I'll do it. Shamelessly.
Do you remember your orders?
Of course, now that I've agreed.
Stay here and wait for him. I'll look for the lookout so as not to be seen and send him back to the ship. If it takes too long, he'll return in the guise of a captain. Beneath his words, whatever he may say, will lie a message for you. May Hermes the trickster guide us both, and Athena, victory goddess, who always bails me out.
Strangers estranged on this paranoid island, what to say and what to stifle when speaking to a suspicious man. Tell us what to do. We trust your divine judgment, son. Zeus gave you the gift, the ancient scepter. Hold it in your hand.
Scatter out bravely into the underbrush. Scout the location where he sleeps. Stand ready to help when the lame warrior returns. I'll give you a sign.
Eyes peeled wide, we've got your back. But where's the camp? How far away is he traveling from? What if he all of a sudden jumps us from behind?
Wait, look over there. 2 openings. One home where he rests against rocks.
Yes, but where is the wretched man now?
Hunger drags his wounded foot not far away from here. He's said to spend his days hunting with flying shafts, consumed by pain, and no one here to ease his suffering.
Poor man, I pity him. Isolated and alone, no one to nurse him. He talks to himself, sharing his body with a brutal disease. How does he do it? Ah, the gods work well when men suffer endlessly and die. This noble man, inferior to none of the first families, claims nothing from his species, but lives among the spotted deer and shaggy goats with his incurable afflictions, starving for human contact, crying out to Echo, Echo crying out to him.
I'm not surprised. If I know the gods, this divine pain from savage Chryse, nymph of Lemnos, stranded him here for a reason. Until the time when Troy would fall, his bow and arrows arrested on this island.
Silence, son.
What is it?
A noise. The kind a man makes clenching his teeth in agony. Over here, now over there. It sounds just like an animal crawling on all fours. There, I hear it clearly again. A body in pain, a man in great distress, reduced to howling. But listen, son.
Tell me.
He's not far away. Instead of playing the pipe as most shepherds do, he trips and screams, making music with his moans. Maybe he caught sight of the ship, anchored in a secret cove. I'm frightened of his wailing.
Strangers! Tell me who you are. Sailing ships to a place without harbors or men. To which country and race do you belong? Your clothes appear Greek, closest to my heart, but let me hear your voices so I can be sure. Don't go! I know how it looks, this savage state of nature. I am wretched, afflicted, and alone, with no one to talk to. I have no friends. Please, if you want to be my friend, say something. Anything, but never leave a man hanging.
Let me be the first to tell you, stranger, we're Greeks, since that is what you wish to know.
You have no idea how sweet your voice sounds to a man who hasn't spoken or been spoken to in so long. But what brings you here? On which wind did you sail? Answer, so I might know you.
I was born on Skyros, now I'm sailing home. Some people call me son of Achilles. Others, Neoptolomus. That is all you need to know.
Son of Achilles, dearest of friends. I knew your grandfather, Lycomedes. He was so proud when you were born. What adventures led you to this place? From which land did you last set sail?
I am sailing away from Troy.
What? I don't understand. You were far too young for the first wave of ships.
Are you there?
Son, you don't know who you're looking at.
How can I recognize the face of someone I've never seen?
But perhaps you've heard my name, or the myth of my misfortunes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I am wretched, hated by the gods, if men don't know my story. Those who discarded my weak body now laugh silently while the disease grows stronger each day. My son, I am Philoctetes, the keeper of Heracles' bow, whom the generals and Odysseus abandoned. Suffering from a snake bite, they left me here to die in tattered rags, sleeping in a jagged cave, starving without much food to eat. I only wish the same for them. Imagine my surprise, son, when I awoke, the tears I shed, the sound of my sadness. All the ships in the fleet had vanished. Alone with my affliction, I only knew pain. Time demanded that I scavenge for food with this sacred bow which saved my life. I would crawl through deep mud on stiff knees, scraping my rotting foot against rocks. When water was scarce, I survived by collecting ice. I spent cold winter nights without fire, but rubbing stones together for their spark, I saved myself from certain death. So you see, I have everything I need here in this cave, except a cure for my endless affliction. Listen, son, I will tell you about this island. Sailors know not to approach its rough shores. It is not a destination for men who know its dangers. Occasionally, those who chance to end up here take pity on me with food and clothing, but never, when I have asked, offer to take me home. 9 miserable years. Son, this is what they have done to me, the Greek generals and Odysseus. I only pray the Olympian gods visit them with proportionate suffering.
I pity you, son of Poeas.
And I know what you mean about Odysseus and the sons of Atreus. They are evil men.
What have they done to you?
If I could kill them all, I would, so that they might know Skyros to be the mother of the boldest men.
Well said, my son, my boy. What is the source of your great hatred?
I will be honest with you, sir, as much as it hurts to feel ashamed to speak of it. What happened when I sailed to Troy after my father's death.
The son of Peleus is dead?
His life extinguished by no man, mowed down by Apollo's arrow.
A noble way to die. God and man, both noble. I'm sorry, son. I want to hear more about your troubles, but first I must swallow this feeling of remorse.
There is already enough sadness in your life, poor man, for you to shoulder another man's grief.
I suppose you are right. Where were we? What did they do to you?
Odysseus came for me, unexpectedly, one day on a beautiful ship, saying sweet words such as fate, destiny, divine justice, necessity. An oracle had foretold after my father's death that I alone would take the Trojan towers. I alone would do this. We sailed straight away. I wanted to see his body before they put it in the ground. I longed to look at his face, and the promise stayed with me, singing softly in my ears. I would be the one to end the war. 2 days later, we landed on the beaches of Sigeum, where I was surrounded by soldiers, swearing they saw him, my father Achilles, standing there before them, still alive. Sadly, they were mistaken. I wept over his lifeless body. Naturally, I went to the generals and asked for what was mine. I can still hear their filthy words. Son of Achilles, feel free to take whatever you like, anything at all, except for the arms. They now belong to Odysseus, son of Laertes. Tears burst from my eyes, my heart filled with rage. How dare you give my weapons to another man? And Odysseus, who was standing nearby, turned to me and said, yes, boy, they were given to me for a reason. I was there. I saved them. I saved him. I savagely attacked him with every insult I knew and seemed to strike a nerve when filled with rage. He said, we were there. You were not where you were supposed to be. Need I say more? You will never return to Skyros with these arms. I sailed for home, empty-handed, robbed of what was rightfully mine by the sons of Laertes and Odysseus. And so, anyone who hates them is dear to me.
Mountain goddess Rhea, Mother Earth, Cybele, womb of God, I called out to you when they stripped him of his father's arms.
Strangers, I understand your pain. As you crossed the ocean, it only brought us closer. It is my pain now. For I know the actions of evil men. Did Ajax stand by and let it happen? I find that very hard to believe.
He was no longer among the living.
Is he also among the dead?
He no longer sees the light.
Only the good men die. Well, Odysseus and the sons of Atreus should, but never will.
They pin medals to their chests and command the Argive army.
Well, what about my old friend Nestor? Surely he would have tried to stop them.
No, after losing his son Antilochus, he also lost his will to live.
Where can one look when they are dead and Odysseus lives?
He is a slippery man, but he will one day slip.
What about Patroclus, your father's dear friend?
Dead.
How do you make sense of the gods? They somehow take pleasure in turning the worst men away from Hades. Nobility, righteousness, valor, all meaningless words.
I try not to think about it. In the future, I will gaze at Troy from my distant island with weary eyes at cowards. Rocky Skyros will be enough for me, my home, my refuge from memory. And so we must return to the ship. So long, son of Poeas, goodbye. May the gods lift your affliction, relieve your relentless suffering. Let's go, while the wind remains.
Are you leaving already?
We have to be ready if we're going to sail.
Then on my knees I beg you, son, powerless and lame, do not leave me here alone in this condition. Take me with you. I know it is no small thing to ask, but I ask you all the same, please do the noble thing, like your father would have done. Deliver me to Oeta, my home, and receive a great reward. It will only take a day. Put me wherever you like, the bow, the stern, the hull. I won't disturb your men. In the name of Zeus, god of beggars, do this for me. Say you will. Or take me to your home. It is not far from there to Trachis and the wide river Spercheius. where I may see my father, whom I fear no longer lives. I sent so many messages asking him to come, so either he is dead, or the messengers hurried home, paying me no mind. So I ask you again, save me, take pity on me, deliver me instead of the message.
Pity this man who has endured countless problems I would wish upon none of my friends. If you feel contempt for the generals, sir, then convert their evil into good. Take him where he wants to go. Upon your swift ship, escape the gods' wrath.
Those are kind words, but I wonder what you will say when you've heard enough of his cries.
You will never hear us say anything else. Never.
It would be embarrassing to seem less compassionate than my own men. If you agree, then I say the ship will soon carry him home. I cannot refuse. May the gods grant us smooth seas wherever we should sail.
Dearest friends, I never believed I'd see this day. But how might I prove my friendship to you? Come with me, son, and after I have shown you my humble house, I'll give you a lesson in courage and survival. First thing you learn is to embrace your pain.
Wait. 2 men. A sailor and some stranger. They're coming. Find out what they have to say. Son of Achilles, I asked this sailor who was guarding your ship where I could find you when I stumbled upon him accidentally on the beach. I am the captain of a vessel sailing from Troy to great rich Preparedness. When I heard that you were here, I thought it only right to warn you of the Argive plans. Not just plans, actions, unfolding at this very moment.
Oh, I thank you, stranger, for your kindness. Please tell me of these actions. I want to know their plans.
Old Phoenix, your father's teacher, and the sons of Theseus pursue you.
To bring me back by force or words?
That's all I heard.
They come to please the sons of Atreus.
They will be here soon. Not in the future, but now.
What held Odysseus back? Is he afraid of something?
He was following another man.
And who was this man?
It was... First, who is this? And keep your voice down.
This, sir, is the famous Philoctetes.
No more questions. It's time for you to go. Get out of this place as soon as you can.
What did he just say to you? What's with the whispering?
I'm not exactly sure what he is saying, but whatever it is, he must say it loud enough for you and these men to hear.
Son of Achilles, please don't speak so harshly against me, especially to the Argive army from whom I make a living. I am only a poor man. Perhaps I should never have told you.
I hate the Greek army. This man is my friend, and since you also claim to be my friend, tell us all that you've heard.
Be careful, son.
I've been careful my entire life.
You will be responsible for what I am about to say.
Fine. Out with it.
This is the wanted man, the one of whom I spoke. Odysseus swore an oath to capture him by force or talk him into returning back to Troy. Either way, the entire Greek army heard him say these things with surprising confidence.
I don't understand. Why would they throw a man out only to force his return? What drives them to do this? The just anger of vengeful gods?
There was a seer named Helenus. He was the noble son of King Bryan. One moonless night he went for a walk by himself, the fool. Odysseus took him by surprise, jumped him in the shadows. He was paraded through the camp, a proud spoil of war. They tortured him, poor man, until he foretold the future. Unless the Greeks brought Philoctetes back from Lemnos, they would never take the city of Troy. And when Odysseus heard the prophecy, he made a solemn vow to do just that, with words or force if he resisted coming. And should he fail to win the prize and display it here, he said that anyone who so desired could hack off his head.
That man is a disease. Did he really swear to take me to the army?
I don't know anything more. I must return to my ship. May the gods protect you both.
Did he really think that he could charm me with sweet words? And after all this time, I would sooner befriend the thing I hate the most. The snake who would bit my foot, turning me into an invalid, than listen to that evil man. But he will dare to say or do anything he pleases. At least we know he'll be here soon. My son, let's go. Right away. Sail for open seas as far as we can sail from him. Forget sleep. We'll work now and sleep when we are safe.
No, the wind is not right. It blows against the prow. We must wait until it shifts.
The weather's always good when sailing away from trouble.
Yes, but the wind blows against their ships as well.
The weather is never bad for predators on the hunt.
All right. Take what you need and we'll go.
There are a few things, but not many, inside.
What could you possibly need that I don't have on my ship?
A special herb that dulls the pain of this wound.
Oh, by all means, get it. Anything else?
Missing arrows I might have dropped scattered in the dirt.
Is that the bow? The famous one?
Yes, there is no other. It never leaves my hands.
May I get a closer look at it? Could I hold it in my arms?
Only you, son, deserve to do this. And anything else you should desire.
I do desire it, but only if it is right. I'll let you decide if I am worthy.
Your words are full of reverence. And it is right for you alone, who gives me sunlight and the chance to see my homeland, Oeta, again, where at the feet of my enemies, Father raised me to hold my head erect. You alone I trust to handle it, then return it. Your actions, son, are as noble as this weapon, for it was won through kindness, and so you will be the only man to touch it with your fingers.
I am not sorry to have met you, my newest friend. More valuable than any material possession is your humanity. Please, go inside.
I'll ask you to join me as my illness demands you to stand alongside.
There is a story, I heard it long ago, about the man Ixion, who crept upon Hera's bed with bad intentions, late one starless evening. Zeus tied him to a deadly wheel and spun it hard. But there is no story I have ever heard that matches the cruel and meaningless fate of this harmless man who has done nothing to deserve his pain. I sometimes wonder how a man can listen to the breaking waves that pound the shores of this desolate island. What tears he must cry. But no one hears him, moaning as the snake bite slowly consumes his foot. There's no one to sing him a lullaby, or heal his wounds with herbs, if he should start shaking. But like a baby without a nursing mother, he crawls on all fours, the infection spreading up his spine. He did not plant seeds on sacred soil, but shot quick arrows with his bow, hunting down wild game. 9 years without wine to drink, poor man, and only stagnant pools of rain. But now he knows this man who promised to return him to the nymphs of Melis and the river Spercheius, where Heracles became a blazing god in the flames atop Mount Oeta.
Come pray with me. Why are you silent? Why are you still? What's wrong?
It's nothing, son. Go ahead of me.
Is it the pain of your affliction?
No, it's passing. See, I'm already feeling better. Oh, God!
Why are you groaning to the gods?
I'm asking them to show some mercy.
What's the matter? Why won't you tell me? You seem like you're in trouble.
I wanted to keep the pain to myself, son, but now it cuts straight through me. Do you understand? It cuts straight through me. I am being eaten alive. There is no I, only it. If you have a sword, chop here. Take my foot. I want it off. I want it off.
What is this pain that all of a sudden strikes so quickly?
You know, my boy.
No. What is it?
How could you know?
I can't bear to look at your condition.
I know, it's terrible. It's beyond words. Please take pity on
What
me.
do you want me to do?
She comes when I have wandered too far. Eventually, if I am still, she goes. Do not abandon me.
Wretched man, unlucky in all ways, should I hold you in my arms?
No, not that. The bow, take it. As you asked just now, and keep it safe while I sleep until the pain also sleeps beside me. And if they come, I beg you, son, do not let them take it from you, or we both shall die.
Do not be afraid, but hand it to me. I will care for it as if it were my own. No one will take it.
There, it is in your hands. Kiss it to avoid the curse that brought this trouble to me and the ones before.
I pray that the gods grant us safe passage wherever we are going.
I have a sinking feeling, son. Your prayer will not be honored by the gods, for as we speak, Blood is oozing from the sore. A dark red sign of evil things to come. The pain swells underneath my foot. I feel it moving upward, tightening my chest. Oh, I am wretched. Don't go, please, don't go. You understand? You know. Stay with me. I wish they could feel this. Odysseus and the generals. Death! 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 Where are you? Why, after all these years of calling, have you not appeared? Son, my noble son, take my body, scorch it on a raging fire, as I once burned the owner of the bow that you now hold. Why the silence? Say something. Where have you gone, my son?
Your pain is painful to observe.
Well, it comes as quickly as it goes. Be brave, my son. I beg you to stay.
Don't worry, we will stay.
You will?
Without a doubt.
It is not right to make you swear an oath.
It is not right to leave you alone to die.
Hold your hand over your heart.
I swear
Don't look up. Look up.
Where?
Up there.
Why are you staring skyward? Your eyes and mine both reeling.
Release me. Release me.
Release you? Where?
Just release me.
I will not do it.
If you touch me, you will kill me.
You're beginning to sound sane again.
Earth, swallow this body whole. Receive me just as I am, for I can't stand it any longer.
He seems to be falling asleep. Look. His head is nodding and cold sweat coats his skin. Let him rest as the dark blood drains from his wounded heel.
Oh, sleep, unaware of suffering or pain. Gentle sleep, breathe bright white light upon his eyes, and heal his foot. Son, be careful where you stand. Do not let your mind be clouded by sympathy for this wretched man. Why are you hesitating? The moment is now. Choose correctly, and victory is yours with one quick shot.
Don't worry, he can't hear us. It is true we need the bow, but it is clear we need him too. He is the one the god demands return to Troy on our swift ship. You should be ashamed to speak of actions you don't understand.
Before the sick one wakes, do the thing you came to do. The wind is strong, my son. He sleeps like a shade in permanent Hades night, paralyzed from head to foot. Act now and speak
Try
later.
to keep it down. His eyes are open.
Never, my dear son, did I imagine waking to find you still here, patiently waiting for the suffering to end. The light is beautiful after sleep, especially when friends are near. I see you have come to help. The generals waited less than a week before they had enough of me, but you are from a noble family. You remained in spite of the smell and the loud groaning, but now that it seems she's left me for a while, give me a hand, help me stand up, and we'll walk together. The wind is right. We shouldn't wait any longer.
I'm happy to see you breathing without pain. I was convinced you were dying in front of our eyes. At least it seemed that way. But now, lift up your body, or if you prefer, my men will pick you up themselves. We are not afraid of heavy lifting.
Thank you, son. Please help me up as you have pledged to do by yourself, in case the awful smell repulses your men. Sharing the ship will be difficult enough.
Put your weight right here. I'll help you stand.
Don't worry, my body still remembers how.
What am I supposed to do now?
Is that right? Are you all right?
I don't know what to say.
What's the matter?
Is this the way it has to be?
Are you having second thoughts? I know my illness is repugnant.
Everything is repugnant to a man who contradicts his own nature.
But you are acting like your father, showing compassion to a noble man.
I will be called a traitor.
Not for your actions. Your words scare me.
What should I do? If I speak or remain silent, I am a criminal.
It is clear. This man intends to sail alone.
That's not it. If I take you with me, you will suffer more.
I don't understand. What are you trying to say?
I am done hiding. All will be revealed. You must sail to Troy and serve the sons of Atreus.
What did you just say?
There's more. Wait until you've heard before you jump to conclusions.
What are you planning to do to me?
Save you from imminent danger. Then you and I will together save the Greeks and conquer Troy.
Are you serious?
Necessity demands I do this. Don't be angry when I tell you.
What have you done? I should never have trusted. Give me the bow back.
I'm sorry. I can't do that. I swore an oath to answer to those who are in command.
You fire! You horror! You evil man! Look look me in the eye and say, you take my bow, you take my life. I beg you, son, in the name of your father and the gods, do not do it. He won't talk to me anymore. He won't even look in my direction. You harbors, you mountains, you wild beasts, hear what the son of Achilles has done. Holding up his hand, he solemnly swore to bring me home, but shamefully stole the sacred bow of Heracles. He intends to parade me in front of the Greeks like some fallen warrior. He does not understand that I am nothing but a wisp of smoke, a human shell, a decomposing corpse. You don't have to do this. Even now, it's not too late. I am lost in your silence. Crawling to my cave, naked and exposed, stripped of my weapon, I most certainly will die. Once a hunter, hunted by the mountain beasts. Will you change your mind? If not, then may you also die.
What should we do? We await your orders.
For some time now I have pitied this man.
Oh, yes, pity me, son, I beg you, show mercy.
I should never have left Skyros. That is where the trouble began.
You are not a liar, like those evil men for whom you work. Do the right thing, give me back the bow, and sail home to Skyros.
What do you think, man?
I'll tell you what I think, son. Hand it over to me.
Who's that? Sounds like Odysseus.
Well done! It is Odysseus whom you see now.
It's over. I am destroyed. Sold to my worst enemy.
Precisely.
Give it back, quickly, boy. Let me have it.
That will never happen, even if you wished it. You will accompany the bow, willingly or by force.
These men will bring me by force.
If you don't agree to come,
sacred Lemnos, where Hephaestus keeps his fire, will protect me.
I should mention that Zeus, ruler of the entire cosmos, decided these things long ago. I only carry out his orders.
Only a hateful man hides behind the gods, turning them into liars.
They speak the truth. It's time for us to go.
I say it is not.
I beg to differ. You have no choice.
I see my noble father bore me into slavery.
You are equal to the noble men with whom you'll soon take Troy.
Never, even if I have to jump from this ridge.
Easy there, easy.
Don't move or I will bloody my skull on the rocks below.
It's not for you to decide. Seize him.
Let go of my arms. You use this boy as a smokescreen for your deception. Loyal to the army, he followed orders, and now look at him, his face says it all. He hates himself for what you've made him do. It was you who taught him how to lie, you who ruined him forever. Where are you taking me? I am nothing to you now. I might as well be dead. How will you make sacrifices in the stench of my suffering? How will you ever set sail with my howling? Isn't that why you left me here to die? You will surely die for this if the gods are just. They are. Why else would they send you back for me after 9 long years? Oh, Lemnos, punish these men and cure me of the infection.
There are many things I could say, but I will limit myself to this. If you're looking for an honorable man, there is no one better than I. It is in my nature to always win, except when it comes to you, to whom I will defer. Let go of his hands. He will stay here. There is no need for him, now that we have the weapon. Teucer and I know how to handle a bow. You're useless. Enjoy Lemnos. Let's go. Perhaps the generals will give me this weapon as a reward for taking Troy.
Did you hear that? He plans to appear to the Argive army waving my weapon.
Do not speak to me. I am already gone.
Say something, son of Achilles, before you go.
Come with me, son. That's a direct order. Stop looking at him, or you will taint our fortune.
Strangers, don't you have feelings? Will you abandon me too?
This boy is our leader. We follow his command.
Odysseus will reprimand me, but I order you to stay while the sailors prepare the ship. Pray that the gods help this broken man recover, but stand ready to leave when you hear the call.
You hollow cave, burning, freezing with the seasons, I am destined to die without hope of food within your recesses. I call upon the birds of prey, the ones who were afraid, come to me now that I am out of arrows.
This is your fault. You made a choice. The god is not responsible.
I am wretched, bones fractured by the affliction, isolated, no friends to help me hunt without arrows. I am the sucker who was fooled by the great liar. I wish I could see him burning.
This is your divine portion, not the result of one man's lies. Direct your curses elsewhere. We have stayed in friendship.
Somewhere on shore of the gray ocean, he sits laughing as he handles the weapon he stole from my hands. Dear bow, I never meant for you to leave my sight. I have failed. The trickster will pervert your purpose and use you for evil ends.
A man may state his case, but once he has spoken, he should not act spitefully. The man whom you hate was just following orders. He served the greater good.
You birds of prey, you packs, wild-eyed creatures, no longer hunted from your homes by my quick hands, roam without fear across this island. Take your revenge on my sick body. Gorge your mouths with rotting flesh. I am ready to die.
By the gods, if you respect goodwill or friendship, listen to us. We are friends. It doesn't have to be this way. You can choose to save yourself.
Why do you remind me of the ancient affliction? Why have you good men done this evil thing to me?
What do you mean?
You want to take me to Troy?
Yes, that would be best.
Leave me alone.
With pleasure. Come on, men, we must get back to the ship.
No, don't go! By Zeus, I beg you not to leave me here alone, please.
What is it?
Oh, my foot. My poor foot. Come back, strangers. Come back.
Why do you contradict yourself?
Do not blame a man for what he says in the grips of pain.
Come with us as we ask you.
Never. Not even if Zeus scorches me with lightning. May the Greeks perish. Those who rejected this lame foot. Strangers, one last wish.
What is it?
A sword, an axe, anything you have.
What violent act are you planning?
I want to cut off all my limbs, then my head. There's only killing on my mind.
Why?
To find my father.
Where?
In Hades. He no longer lives under the sunlight. Dearest city, I would love to see you one last time. I was the one who left your sacred streams to help the Greeks. Now I am nothing.
We should have left a long time ago, before Odysseus and Neoptolomus returned.
Would someone mind telling me why you are still
It
here?
was my doing. I told them to stay to right their wrong.
What did you do wrong?
I obeyed you and the generals.
And you think that was a
I
mistake?
defeated a harmless man with lies.
What man? What are you plotting against me?
Nothing new, but for the son of Poeas,
Why am I suddenly afraid of
whom I
your
stole
words?
his bow.
Surely you're not going to give it back to him.
Shamefully, I took it from him. I was wrong.
This is no time for joking.
Oh, I am quite serious.
How is it right to return the bow I helped you to win?
It was despicable. I want to make up for what I've done.
Clearly you're not afraid of the entire Greek army.
Not with justice on my side.
You should be afraid.
Your threats mean nothing.
Not when we stop waging war against the Trojans and turn our attention to you.
Bring it on.
Do you see my hand resting on my sword?
Do you see mine?
Fine. Have it your way. The generals will punish your insubordination.
Wisely done. I hope you show the same sense in the future. It will keep your feet out of trouble.
What is all the shouting for? What do you want from me?
Listen to my message without fear.
That is what you said the first
I
time.
have changed my mind.
When you stole my bow.
I need to know your decision. Will you stay here and suffer, or will you sail with us to victory?
Don't waste your words.
That's your decision?
An understatement.
I wish you would reconsider. But if I'm not convincing, I will stop trying.
Why would I listen to the boy who stole my means of survival? Why would I do that? You are the shameful son of a noble father. I hope you die with the rest of the Greeks.
Take back your curse. And take back your weapon.
You're trying to trick me again.
I swear to God I'm not, with Zeus as my witness.
Those are nice words if they are indeed true.
Judge actions, not words. Give me your hand. Here is your weapon.
In the name of the gods and generals, I command you to drop that weapon.
I recognize that voice.
You are going to Troy, no matter what the son of Achilles aims to do.
Not if this arrow hits its target.
Please, by the gods, don't shoot the arrow.
Dearest boy, let go of my hand.
I will not let go.
Why did you stop me from doing
It's done
it?
neither of us good.
At least we know the ranking officers of the Greek army are afraid to stand behind their
You
words.
have the bow. Are you still angry?
You have proven once and for all you are the son of noble Achilles. Greatest among living, greatest among the dead.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking well of my father and me. Now, hear me out. I have one last question to ask you. Each man is required to bear the weight of his own fortune, apportioned by immortal gods. But when a man insists, as you have, on suffering self-inflicted pain, why should anyone pity him? You have grown savage and will not take advice from any man. You hate those few who have tried to help you, calling them enemies. Nevertheless, I will tell you the truth about your disease. I call upon Zeus to witness what I am about to say. Know this. Burn it into your mind. You contracted this infection from a god when you approached the temple of Chryse and stumbled upon a hidden serpent who protects her walls. Know this as well. You will never find a cure for the snake bite until you return with us to Troy and meet with the sons of Asclepius. There, at long last, you will receive relief from the burden of your illness, and together with your famous bow, you and I will topple the Trojan towers. We have a prisoner, Helenus, a powerful seer who foresaw all of these things. He said that Troy will fall this summer and wagers his own life against his words. Now that you know, you must agree. Return with us to healing hands, then finish the story. Immortalize yourself at Troy.
How can I dismiss his words? Someone put me in the ground. How will I endure their eyes, especially the ones who hurt me? I want to live in the house of Hades. It is not the past that haunts me, but the future. Living amongst men. What sort of humiliation will I suffer? I worry for us both. You should not return to Troy, and neither should I. They stripped you of Achilles' arms, and you want to fight by their side? No, son, it is time for us to go home. Forget those evil men. Let them die. You are not like them, neither am
You
I.
have said many sensible things. Now put your trust in the gods and sail away from this island.
To the shores of Troy with this wretched foot?
Sail to freedom from your illness.
Why are you giving such terrible advice?
What's best for you is best for me.
Yeah, aren't you ashamed to say such things?
Why should I be ashamed of helping a good friend?
Do you mean the generals, or are you speaking of me?
You are my only friend.
You are handing me over to enemies.
With all due respect, have some humility with your misfortunes.
You are killing me with your words.
No, you don't understand.
Did you forget the men who abandoned me
The
here?
same men will heal you if you return.
Not if I must return to Troy.
I give up. You are impossible. It is time for me to stop talking. You can go on living this way.
Let me suffer what I must suffer. Make good on your promise. Son, take me home. Stop avoiding it. And never mention Troy again. I've heard enough of your words.
If that's what you want, then let's go.
You have said a noble thing.
Walk with me.
As best I can.
How will I escape the army?
Don't worry about
If
it.
they invade my country,
I'll be there.
how will you help?
With the arrows of Heracles.
What do you mean?
I will keep them from your shores.
I hope you are right. Say goodbye. Kiss the ground and Lemnos.
Not until you hear what I have come to say, son of Poeas. Your eyes recognize the form of Heracles. Your ears his voice. I left Mount Olympus to reveal Zeus's desire. Do not sail to Scyros, but obey my command. First, I will tell you what happened to me, the 12 labors and how I won glorious immortality. You and I share a common destiny. Through suffering, your life, like mine, will achieve greatness. When you accompany this young man to Troy, you will be released from your awful affliction. Then with my bow, you will bring Paris down, the man for whom the war was fought. You will sack the city of Troy and receive the prize for valor, carrying your spoils to Oeta, the home of your loving father. Then you must burn the plunder on a pyre in reverence to my bow. I offer the same advice to you, son of Achilles, for you are useless without your friend, he without you. Protect each other like a pair of lions. Remember, when you conquer Troy, the gods always demand devotion.
You whose voice I have longed to hear, you who finally have appeared, I will not disobey your command.
I vow to do the same.
Do not delay. The moment is now. The wind is right for sailing.
I call out to you, who kept me company all these years. Farewell to the water nymphs. Farewell to the waves that beat against the cliffs and sprayed my head with salty brine. Farewell to Echo and my rocky home. Farewell, mountain springs, and all of Lemnos, surrounded by the sea. Give me your blessings for a safe voyage, wherever fate is taking me.
Let's sail with a prayer to the nymphs of the sea, that we may find our way home.